Coach, your team fought real hard. What ultimately made the difference today?
We didn't finish the last 4 minutes of the game. We had some opportunities to get them stopped on defense. We could have drove the ball down and scored a touchdown, and we just didn't finish the game. And they kind of got the momentum, and so we're all disappointed. Players are very disappointed. But I told the players, look, you had an amazing season. This team has come as far as any team as I've ever coached in terms of how they improved to put themselves in this position to win the SEC championship. So I don't think you can lose sight of that either.
Yeah, I think because of what you just mentioned, it seems like you've really loved this team. What's your favorite thing about them?
Well, I just think that, when everybody buys into the principles and values of what you're trying to do and what you're trying to coach and what you're trying to teach, and everybody does that, I mean, it's really a good feeling, and it's special, and it doesn't happen all the time. And it certainly happened this year with this team, and it was a special chemistry, good leadership, and everybody buying in, and it was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
See right there just how much this team means to Nick Saban, and he finally said it. This team got better, and as well as any team I've ever had.
And it was a team, and I said this a couple times in the days leading up, and I didn't mean any disrespect by it, but this was the worst Nick Saban team he had that was contending for a national championship, only because it didn't have elite players, first-round draft picks all over the field, especially on offense, right? But this was a team that played together, that bought into a goal under Nick Saban, and he didn't have to coach them like he has teams in the past. They coached themselves, but ultimately it came up just short. But this was a heck of an effort to get to this point because of the adversity that they continue to fight throughout the year.
Maybe another way to say what you're saying is their roster might not have been as impressive as some of the other rosters for the teams, but this team, it was one team. It was a unit. They rallied. They fought together. They bonded. And a lot of his teams have done that, but this team has overcome so much negativity, haters, doubters. That's why you look at their shirt. They embraced it, and I agree. I don't think it's necessarily the same roster that some of the great ones had, that 2020 team had, but it was still a team that rallied and accomplished some really special things.